Hey, welcome to Marla Guys, aka Third Eye, and I'm back with another time message. How's it going? Hope you guys are safe wherever you're at. I got some downloads and stuff that I wanted to get out, but before I start, if you guys are looking for any personal readings or any spiritual services that I offer, please feel free to check the link in my bio. Um, Look at the description box to see how you can properly book with me. If you're looking for any spiritual tools on your journey or anything like that, please check out the link in my bio, and it takes you right to my Etsy shop. But yeah, but I heard the song. What's the song? It's a New Boys song. You guys know who the New Boys is? It's an old group. Um, the song was "Tie Me Down." The lyric I heard was, "You're not gonna tie me down. I wanna something like that." But I just kept hearing the lyric, "You're not gonna tie me down." So maybe right now, like this could be collectively for feminine and masculine energy. You just have to take it how it resonates. But I keep hearing a song, "You're not gonna tie me down," with Ray J and the New Boys. It's an old like 2010, 2011 song. If you never heard it, I would take a look and listen to it if you're feeling called to. But maybe right now, I guess people or someone is trying to tie you down, and that could be literally like they're trying to even like tie you down as in commit like in a committed relationship with you, or tie you down as in like stop you from achieving said things. Now you can take it how it resonates for you, but those are the two different scenarios that I'm picking up on. It's it's someone wants to tie you down, like someone wants to claim you as theirs, like someone wants to claim you and tie you down, like someone wants to lock you down, like that was more in a romantic way. Now it can also be um, tie you down as in someone wants to stop you from doing something, succeeding at something, to reach something. So they're trying to plot and scheme. So yeah, take that as it resonates. But I was also picking up on the energy like you're in your winning season right now. So it's like you're winning, you're succeeding, you are you're elevating in life, and people see this. People see you manifesting your dream life. People see you manifesting the life you want to live. People see that you're accomplishing things that you want to accomplish. People see that you are going through a transition. You're going through a death with the death card. You're going through a death and rebirth. Your old life is dead. Your new life is started. You're literally with the death card. You're literally going through a rebirth. You're going through a transformation, an ending. You're going through an ending so a new beginning can start. You're literally going through a new beginning right now. So it's like, yeah, so it's like whoever this is that sees you as a wish fulfillment or sees you as a meal ticket, they're trying to tie you down. Like it's like it's 50-50. That's what I'm picking up on. It's 50-50. Like someone actually sees you as a wish fulfillment. Someone actually sees you as, you know, as someone who they would want to build a life with, you know. And the other part is someone wants to like like they see you as a meal ticket. They see you as on the come up. They see they can benefit off of you, and so you just gotta collective understand the type of energies that are coming at you, and you gotta like recognize the red flags in people, because some people are, they're just scared to get what they can get from you. Some people don't actually want to help build and grow with you. Some people just want to take. So you just gotta really, really just pay attention. But yeah, like I said, with that death card, your old life is literally dying, and you're manifesting your new life. You're literally going through a rebirth, and people see it. People see it. I keep hearing, um, I just keep hearing that song. You're not gonna tie me down. So it's like I'm also getting that saying when back then you didn't want me. What's that saying? Back then you didn't want me. I'm hot, now you all on me, something like that. So it's like back then when maybe you wasn't looking the best, or maybe you wasn't, you didn't have the necessary things that you needed to make yourself feel beautiful or feel handsome, or maybe you just was in a low season at that time. Maybe you was in a season where you was going through some stuff, so you wasn't looking the best. You was looking a little rough maybe. And so I keep hearing that back then they didn't want me. I'm hot now. Now they all on me. So now you're in your glow up season. So it's like the people who was like they disregarded you, they probably talked ish about you, they overlooked you, and maybe even said things, gossip about you, didn't look at you as a most valuable player, or they didn't view you as a wish fulfillment. They didn't view you as um, someone who they should take seriously. They didn't see your worth. Now they are starting to, if they haven't already, see your worth. They see what you bring to the table. They see who you are as a person. And a lot of the people who see you now, like full in your true form, they are regretting treating you a certain way, talking to you a certain way, because they didn't see the vision that you had. They didn't see who you were. Some people, they're superficial. Superficial. They're superficial. The emperor. This emperor is very superficial. Look at this emperor. Look at this card. Look at that. Look at the chain around his neck. Look at that crown. Look at that baton sword in his hand. Look how he's sitting. Look at how he's posted. He's very superficial. He's very abundant, or he's just very just in his. He just knows who. He's just very arrogant. I'm gonna just say he's very arrogant. This masculine, this emperor, who's very superficial, did not see your worth back then, but now they see your worth. Now they see who you truly are. Now they see what you bring to the table. Now they see how abundant you are. They realize they made a mistake by disregarding you, maybe even talking ish about you, or overlooking you, or what's the other word? Picking somebody or other women, other options over you. They realized that you were the one this whole time, and that you were just going through a low point in your life. And everybody goes through low points in their life. This masculine is realizing that he chose he chose shininess, surface level, over deep, you know, over something deep, over something that was meant for him to grow and prosper. He was superficial, so he wanted shiny. He wanted something that looked good on the outside, but just because something looks good on the outside doesn't mean they're good on the inside. So this person chose somebody over you, collective, who look good on the outside on paper, but on the inside they're not. They're not good at all. And this masculine is waking up to the point where he chose wrong, and he's beating himself up about it because he realized that the person that he was supposed to give a like an offer to, like a love offer to, like was this the one that's on the come up now. You know, someone thought they can be a divine feminine without actually doing the work. You got to do the work to be a divine feminine. Just because somebody doesn't look like they're not a divine feminine doesn't mean they're not. You know, a divine feminine, they done the shadow work. They done the healing work. They done the necessary inner and internal work. You know, their morals, how they live. They're not like a. They're not like a. They're not like a nun. You know, they make mistakes and stuff too. They got to pass, but it's who they are on the inside. This collective, the person who was rejected, who was overlooked, was the real emperor. Look at full card. This emperor, I mean, was the real empress. This emperor acted very foolish with the full card. He jumped into something too fast because something looked good on the outside. Turned out it wasn't good for him because those insides are not very demonic. While you collective, doesn't matter feminine or masculine, taking on resonates, while you're on a come up, while you're manifesting, while you're building your life, your new life, this emperor who overlooked you, rejected you, treated you like an option, and chose somebody else over you, they're under judgment. They are under judgment. They're under judgment because they had a divine contract with you, and they broke their contract because you didn't fit their image that they wanted you to fit. They judged you off of your appearance. That's why they say never judge a book by its cover. Because you never know when you're going to start going through your own down point in your life. You don't never know when you're going to go in your own, going to go through a tower moment in your life where you're not going to look this. You know, you're going to look like you're going through some stuff. You know, life just going to be hitting you left and right, all sides, all angles. You know, you're not going to be looking the best either because everybody goes through highs and lows. Everybody goes through highs and lows. And this divine feminine could have been going through some stressful stuff in her life where this masculine, this emperor, didn't even know or care to understand or care to even ask. But see, that's the beauty of judging a book by its cover because this divine feminine is abundant. It's abundant by herself. She don't need nobody to be abundant. She's abundant by herself. They thought somebody who looked abundant was abundant. When in reality that person can't even manifest. Can't even can't even accomplish goals and opportunity. Don't have good work ethic. They don't have they don't have it in them. They're not a go-getter. They're not a businesswoman or a businessman. They're not business savvy. They're coming to terms to realize this person was a horrible choice because they look good on the outside. They pretended to be something that they weren't. And this person was persuaded by charm. This is a Jezebel. This person was charmed by Jezebel. They realized they were charmed. Yeah, they realized they were charmed. Literally, this person could even put some black magic. This person could have literally put us some spell. The Jezebel feminine, woman that's in this situation literally could have did some black magic, some spell work, some love spells on on this emperor, on this masculine, because this masculine was like their sense of, I'm not even say their sense of identity, but like their conscious, their higher self was blocked. Look at the bottom of the deck. I got the Empress in reverse. This was a Jezebel spirit. This Jezebel did some black magic, some voodoo, or some type of magic on this emperor. This Empress in reverse pretended to be a divine feminine. That would be an upright Empress, but she's not. She's in reverse because she is a karmic. This karmic did spell work. And this masculine is this emperor is waking up. This emperor is waking up. Not only that is this emperor waking up, this emperor is going in lack with the Page of Cups. This emperor is going in lack because of this karmic female. And I think the masculine is starting to realize the longer that he entertained this situation, but the longer he entertained this situation, the what am I trying to say? The longer he entertains this situation with this karmic woman, the more his abundance is going to drain, it's going to slow down. See, when you are in a partnership or in a relationship with a person, they are going to stop your money flow. They're going to stop your abundance from flowing. They're going to stop your abundance from flowing. They're going to stop your abundance from flowing. This emperor's money is slowing down. This emperor is going into debt. This emperor is losing money. This emperor is spending beyond their means, spending too much money on this karmic feminine. Um, but also the money that's supposed to be coming in is slowing down because he's being hit left and right with bills and debt and bills and debt. Not only that, he has a karmic feminine who only cares about materialistic stuff. So it's like he has to constantly like pay, constantly pay for pay, give money to this feminine because this all the feminine care about, you know. That's all this feminine care about is like money and like looking good and stuff like that. Like this masculine is realizing that this woman was a bad choice. That's why he's going in lack with the Page of Cups. Like he's also realizing that he should have made a love offer to the Queen of Coins. See this Queen of Coins? This is the true divine feminine. This is an abundant divine feminine who has their own abundance. This masculine realized that he gave a offer to the wrong person. He's waking up to the illusions. He's waking up to the illusions with the justice card at the bottom of the deck. Justice will be served in this situation. This karmic female is going under judgment. Because I truly believe that this karmic female did magic on this masculine in order to block his intuition, to block his higher self, and to block him from actually making the right decision. This karmic feminine wanted to win at all costs. So in order to do that, she had to use magic, which is manipulation, which is a form of manipulation. She had to manipulate the reality of the situation. She had to use magic to get this masculine to choose her and to see her in a light that she's not really supposed to be seen in. Justice will be served with the justice card, literally. And this feminine is realizing, oh shit, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done this. Because when you mess with when you mess with soul contracts and divine unions and stuff like that, it's a big consequence. It's a consequence. This feminine, this karmic feminine, she has karmic debt she has to pay now. It doesn't matter if she's dead or alive, um, or in the next lifetime. She has karmic debt she has to pay. She realized what she did, but it was too late. She was greedy. She was envious. She was insecure. She wanted to be the best. She wanted to be seen as the better option when she knew she wasn't. That's why she had to go and use magic because she knew she wasn't the better option. She just wanted to win at all costs. She just wanted to beat this other woman. At the end, she's going to go through a public humiliation ritual because the truth is going to come out about her, what she did, what she's been doing, and the lengths that she took in order to do this, to get this outcome that she wanted. But the outcome that she wanted is not going to be the outcome that she's going to get. It might look good right now, but the illusions with the moon card, the secrets are going to come out. The illusions are going to break about this. About this. Look at the bottom of the deck, the Lover's card. Can I tell you this was a love situation? This karmic Jezebel feminine woman did spell work, love spells on that masculine, on that emperor, for him to give her a love offer with the Lover's card. So you can't necessarily blame the masculine because he was under magic, but also if this masculine knew what he wanted from the beginning, he want to have entertained somebody because they looked good on the outside. So 50-50 his fault, 50-50 is not his fault. But this is a lesson for this masculine about judging a book by its cover. Not everything has to be shiny. You can look at them. Rich people who don't want to be broke, they don't always dress in designer. They don't always look like they're wealthy because they save their money, they invest their money in different things. Now I'm not saying that they don't have nice things, but they're not gonna always dress in $50,000 shoes and jackets and this, that, and the third. They're gonna invest it so they can make more money. That's what real bosses do. That's what real bosses, CEOs, wealthy people do. They invest in stock, they invest in different things so that they can bring in more avenue, bring in more money. Some of these rich folks nowadays, they never touch a certain amount of money. So when they get it, they blow it. Buy all these cars, buy all this the jewelry, buy all this stuff. They just buy it because they have never touched that type of money before. So it's like a kid in a candy shop, basically. They got the money, so they're gonna do that. It's your money, but just know that when you broke again, you broke again. It's your fault. Not every wealthy person has to dress in high top designer clothes. People they can dress in Target clothes, Walmart clothes, thrift stores. Doesn't mean that they don't have money in the bank. I think I might close this message out. Yeah, let me get some oracle messages. Serpent, rebirth, shedding, healing. You are constantly being rebirthed and transformed. Didn't I say this divine feminine was going through a rebirth, a death and rebirth? This divine feminine is shedding her old skin. This divine feminine is on the come up, on the rise. This divine feminine is becoming. You're in their winning season right now. And this is just a confirmation again that this divine feminine is in their winning season. Um, like I said before, I kept getting back then they didn't want me. I'm hot now. They're all on me. Like this person literally didn't want this divine feminine because judging a book by its cover didn't look the best. And now that they see this divine feminine is stepping out, looking good, looking healthy, looking divine. They want to like invest now. They want to shoot their shot. They want to like come spin the block. Access denied. I got at the bottom of the deck. I got air, so this could be an air sign placement. That's G Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I was talking too fast, so this could literally be an air sign. It don't gotta be, but I just took that as a synchronicity. Um, Breathe, life travel. What a powerful and establishing tool your breath is. Like I said, this can be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. It don't have to be, but it definitely can be. Um, this person's trying to spin a block because they see the divine feminine looking luxurious, looking plump, looking divine, looking well fed and well taken care of. But it's like when I was down, when I was in my low point, you can't even hang with the game. That's just tell me right now you don't even care about me. You just care about what you can get from me or how I you don't really care about me. Because if you cared about me, when I was in my low point, you would actually, would have stayed down with me. Because you expect me to stay down with you when you in your low point, right? But this masculine is in for a rude awakening. He thinks that if he comes back and try to is confirmation to spin the block that he's going to get um the outcome that he thinks that he's going to get. Let me get one more oracle card. I got the moon card, phrase, femininity, emotion, be fluid in your feminine energy as you face the difficult phases in your path. Yeah, yeah. This divine feminine was going through different stages, like was going through a difficult stage in her life where they had to go through some healing. They had to go through some shadow work. So they weren't necessarily trying to like really, they were just going through stuff. And instead of this person actually understanding that or even took the time to, they judged as feminine. It's feminine. They judged as feminine with the moon card. And now, look at the bottom of the deck, the sun card. You see how it's like yin and yang? I got the moon, then I got the sun. The moon card. This feminine was going through stuff, secrets, behind the scenes. This feminine was going through stuff. So this feminine was in hermit mode. This feminine was down and out, was going through some stuff. And then at the bottom of the deck, I got the sun card. Passion, power, positivity. Remember to be joyful and have a positive outlook on life. Now this divine feminine is stepping into sun energy. This is Leo energy. Now this divine feminine is stepping in this energy. And this masculine sees that. He only at first seen this feminine in this moon energy. You know, now he sees this feminine as abundant, as confident, and he's trying to spin the block. But guess what? Access denied. Because back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot, you all want me? Alright, this is the last card I'm about to take out the Oracle deck. But I got the fruit card. Abundant, enjoyment, ripening, indulge in the sweet, juicy side of life. Yeah, this divine feminine is about to live her best life. Like I said, this divine feminine is about to go through a massive glow up. She already is. This divine feminine is in her winning season, and this divine feminine is about to get everything that she can wish for and more because she has done the work. She had let everybody else have their time to shine. She had let everybody else tell her, stop her from doing what she wanted to do. And but she's in a season where she's like, no more. This is my time to shine, and she's doing it. She's humble, but she's tired of being humble because being humble is gonna always have people try to walk all over you. She is stepping into her villain era. She is enjoying the fruit of her labor, literally with the fruit card. She is she is taking back what's hers. She's taking her throne. She's taking her throne as rightfully so because she was never supposed to give it up or it was never supposed to be taken from her in the first place, or that's what somebody thought they was doing. Somebody made it thought that they were taking the throne or taking her place, but it was an illusion with the moon card in both decks. It was an illusion. It was an illusion. Both moon cards came out. It was an illusion. So this karmic feminine who thought that they were taking this divine feminine spot is just an illusion. And this karmic feminine is going to go through karma for doing what she did. It's always a price to pay. It all stems from jealousy and envy. This karmic feminine was jealous of the divine feminine, so she wanted to take something. She wanted to take something that she thought that would hurt the divine feminine, but what she didn't realize was that the divine feminine doesn't want somebody who's superficial, who's judgmental, who only cares about the outside appearance and stuff like that. Divine feminine, true divine feminines, they are not surface level. They are deep. They got depth and they got duality. Divine feminine can see the beauty in the darkness. You know, the divine feminine can see beyond the veil. So this actually was a blessing in disguise for the divine feminine. This is literally God's rejection is God's protection. Because this masculine, if this masculine would have actually came into this feminine's life, would have actually destroyed this feminine's plan, goals, confidence. Because, like I said, this masculine only cared about like status and like, you know, popularity and like looks and stuff like that. If this masculine would have came into this woman's life, this woman would have went through a down like would have went through like a spiral, because this masculine would have made this woman feel so shameful, so like really bad. I want to get a daily prayer to close out this message. Why am I hearing a song now? I think it's a thousand years or something like that by Christina Perry. I die every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I love you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Yeah, I just heard that song. So, this feminist is about to actually um get into a true soulmate contract with their true twin flame, with their soulmate. This was a blessing in disguise. This honestly, I really feel like this was a test. I really felt like this was a test from God, from the universe, because it just how this whole video played out, this whole message, it was about looks and being judgmental and just caring about materialistic stuff. Like, it's okay to have an eye for beauty, to have, you know, to like nice things, but when you put that above your morals and, you know, self-respect, you know, it's like, this was really, I feel like this is a part two. Like, I did another video about like, you know, like using your discernment and to see who was the real, true, divine masculine. And just because someone looked like they were the divine masculine doesn't mean they were the divine masculine. So this is a part two. And this is in regards to the divine feminine, because I did another video that was regarded to the divine masculine. Just because somebody doesn't look like they're divine masculine doesn't mean they're not a divine masculine. Now, this video is a part two with the roles reversed. Just because somebody doesn't look like they're divine feminine doesn't mean they're not. So this was really all a test about discernment. So the feminine in the first video had to use her discernment to realize who was the true divine masculine. In this video, divine masculine had to use their discernment to see who was the true divine feminine. In the last video I did, the divine feminine passed the test. In this video, the divine masculine failed the test. And technically, he's not even a divine masculine, he's a karmic because he chose wrong. Go in peace. Your journey has the Lord's approval. Judges 18, chapter 18 dash 6. I don't know. I like this. Go in peace. Your journey has the Lord's approval. See, this gives me an indication about like this love situation. I feel like this synchronicity is God's way or the ancestors' way or the divine say, go get what you want. Go get your person. I approve. You know, you passed my test. Now you're going to be rewarded. I really truly feel like this was a test on discernment for the masculines and the feminine collective who, quote, quote, are divine. They lost their rank or they lost their title of being a divine feminine or divine masculine if they chose wrong. Go in peace. Your journey has the Lord's approval. This divine feminine is about to go walk gracefully and go get what's meant for her. And this masculine who chose wrong is just going to have to watch on the sidelines while this divine feminine is reaping the fruit of her labor. This is a lesson about judging a book by its cover. Just because somebody doesn't look like they're not just because somebody doesn't look abundant doesn't mean they're not. Everybody has days where, oh my God, now I'm hearing a song by Hannah Montana. Everybody has those days. Everybody, nobody's perfect. I gotta work it, get it together. I just heard that song. Nobody's perfect. You live and like no one's perfect. Everybody goes through stuff. Everybody has a point in their life when they're down and they're out and, they're struggling. And I feel like this masculine seen this woman in a time where this woman could have been struggling financially, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, you know, and they just was like, nah, that's not it. I need somebody to be together. I need somebody to have it together 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And it's like no real person in the right state of mind can be in the right state of mind 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Like you're going to have points where you're going to have a breaking point. You're going to have times where you're going to be crying, you're going to be sad, you're going to be depressed. You're going to be going through stuff. Everybody has days where they're not the best, when they don't feel the best, when they don't look the best, when they when they're down and out. Even the rich and the wealthy, even though they have money, they still go through stuff too. They do. They still do. This was a real test for the divine masculine, and he failed his test, and he became a karmic. He dropped down from a divine masculine to a karmic. That is major. But this masculine, he had a bad attitude too. Like he had like a snoozy attitude. Like he looked down on people. And his karma is the one you end up with. Ooh, that was another song by Cardi B. Be careful. Be careful how you treat me. Be careful what you do to me. Be careful what you say to me. Because your karma is the person you end up with. This masculine's karma is the woman he chose. That woman is his karma. And they're going to have a life of chaos. Cause now I'm seeing an image of Cardi B when she was pregnant. So maybe he got this karmic. Maybe he got this feminine pregnant. Maybe this feminine is pregnant. And maybe this feminine thought the only way that she can keep this masculine is by getting pregnant. T, 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 that's clock it, clock it, clock it. And this masculine his life is going to shame. Like this, his life is going to shame. Like this masculine thought he was. This masculine thought he was on the up and up. On the up and up. This masculine thought he picked the wrong thing. I mean, he picked the right choice. He picked the right person, but he's coming to realize that, you know, he made the wrong decision. This was a real test. This was a real test. And this masculine failed so bad. This masculine's pretending that they're in this loving relationship, or they're going to pretend that they're in this loving relationship, but this masculine failed. And everybody around this masculine's going to know that they're unhappy, they're sad, and he's going to pretend like, no, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm happy. But this masculine is stressed out. This masculine is depressed. They're hurt. They're upset with themselves. They're angry. They're frustrated. Like I even feel like this masculine is questioning the Lord. Why did you do this to me? Why did you let this happen? And I really feel like God, the Lord is like, I didn't tell you to pick this person. I had your person right in front of you, and you overlooked it. You overlooked them. I really feel like I really feel like God is showing this masculine in subtle ways that goes wrong. It's his fault. Literally, God is like, I had your person right in front of you. You chose to ignore that person. You chose to overlook that person. You chose to judge that person. You chose to reject that person. You chose to pick somebody else over that person. This was your own doing. I gave you your wish fulfillment and you still chose wrong. That's literally what I'm getting. Because I'm literally getting this masculine is like, why God? Why did you do this to me? Why did you let this happen? Yada yada yada. And I'm literally get God is laying it out to this person. Like, you chose wrong. You chose wrong. You did this, and this. I gave you this, and you still did this, and this. You chose wrong because you were blinded by materialistic aspects. Now you might be stuck with this person for now you might be stuck with this person forever. Literally. Literally, I really get like now you might be stuck with this person forever. This masculine got this woman pregnant. Because like I'm telling you, because I heard I'm seeing like the Cardi B song when she's performing "Be Careful with Me," but she was pregnant and like she had like this white dress on and you can see her baby bump. Like I'm literally that's a sign of synchronicity. Like this woman is pregnant or she's about to be pregnant. And like the song Cardi B song said, be careful with me. Your karma is the one you end up with. Literally, Divine Feminine said, be careful with me. The karma is the one you end up with. And this masculine's karma is the woman that he chose over the Divine Feminine. Well, that's the message.